For years now, we've been told that we all need SUVs. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have a family or if you are single, you need an SUV. And in this video, we are driving the 2026 Toyota GR86, and I will explain to you why this is all the car that you actually need. Let's get going. And if you're wondering, this GR86 is a special Yuzu edition. But the thing is, even though this car is special and it looks good, it's not about this Yuzu edition. It's actually about any GR86 in any trim, or the Subaru BRZ. Because in case you don't know, the BRZ is basically a mechanical twin to the GR86, so this video will be applicable to any of those two cars. So if you enjoy driving like I do, why you should desire this car? And first of all, let's talk about the engine. This engine is the 4-cylinder boxer engine from Subaru and Toyota, and it makes about 228 horsepower. Experiencing a naturally aspirated engine in 2026, not just in a sports car but in any car, is a very rare occasion. One of the main complaints about the first generation of this car was that people told everyone that it's quite slow. But now they fixed it. This car feels much quicker in a city setting, and it actually makes a great power-to-weight ratio. There were also concerns about the power dip in the mid-range, but now the car pulls linearly when you try to push it. So basically, Toyota and Subaru listened to their customers and they fixed the problems with this engine and made it only better. But why this car is even more desirable than just the engine is the manual transmission. And yes, this is not the best manual transmission ever, but it is decent enough. It really has a very short throw, and it is so fun to downshift. Another reason to like this car is the platform. So let's go through the specs one by one. First of all, it's rear-wheel drive, meaning that the engine powers the rear wheels. So you have an extra layer of engagement when you're gonna lose your back end. So if you want to lose it, you have to learn how to do it. And if you don't want to lose it, again, you have to learn how to manage your throttle input in each gear. Second of all, this car has a great driving position. As you can see, we're sitting properly low to the ground, and it makes for a much more sporty experience. The whole cabin is driver-centric. There's no screens to actually distract me, so I can feel like I'm the main character for this driving experience. So I can feel when I drive this car that this whole experience was built around me enjoying the drive. Thirdly, this car has a great sporty suspension. Yes, it's a bit rough, as you can see, over any bumps. If you go for a stock one, or if you go even for a BRZ, it is much softer for everyday driving. But what you get in return is great handling. This car even doesn't weigh that much. So in combination with this low weight, great suspension, and great platform, this car is so much fun to drive and so much fun to throw into any single corner in the city or even on the highway. And everything that we discussed about this car up until this moment could be applicable to some other cars, some other sports cars, like a Miata or even the Supra I have driven a couple of weeks ago. You can check out this video after watching this one. But in this video, I actually want to explain to you why this GR86 is all the car that you actually need. And this comes down to the following reasons. First of all, I think it's the looks, both on the outside and on the inside. I feel like whenever you're choosing any car, we know that they're all expensive. So I think we should actually spend some time into figuring out what we actually like about the exterior and the interior in different cars. And it's not only about the user edition. I think this car looks good in any edition. Either if you're choosing a stock trim or a premium trim, it doesn't matter. It's not super fancy. It's not trying to scream, oh, this car is so expensive. It just looks like a classic sports car. And again, just like with the engine, Toyota and Subaru made great improvements to the looks of this car. I feel like the LED DRLs look much, much better on the newer version of the second generation. I feel like they did a great job of making it look pretty much the same as the first gen, but making it just look more refined. And the same argument holds up to the interior. It's not fancy, it's not luxurious, but it doesn't have to be. Again, they want this car to be accessible to many people. If they make it too luxurious, too comfortable, it's gonna cost a lot of money, right? But it doesn't mean you don't get anything. You get everything that you need in a sports car. Secondly, this car is super practical even though it doesn't seem like it. Miata might be the answer to be an ultimate fun to drive machine on the weekend, but it's not actually daily drivable. But this GR86 actually is. And that's why I argue that this is all the car that you actually need. You have back seats. You have an actual trunk. And the cool thing about those back seats is that even though they're not really usable for carrying adults in the back, you can actually fit a child seat in one of those back seats, which is what a lot of young parents want. And occasionally, if you want to carry your friends for a very short trip, you can manage to sit them in the back seat as well. But the main purpose of those back seats is the cargo space. And that is not doable in a Miata. And that's why a lot of people say that Miata could be the answer, but only on the weekend, while the GR86 could be the answer every single day. And my last point is the price. If we count in American dollars, you can get this car in low 30s, which is such a great deal if you think about it. The new Camry costs about the same. So for the price of the new Camry, you can get a rear-wheel drive, 2-door, manual car with a naturally aspirated engine. It is such a great deal. And it's already been a couple of years since the second gen came out, so you can get a slightly used one for about 20 to 25K. The only car that can compete with this GR86 is a Miata. And as we have discovered, Miata is not really usable for every day. And that is why due to all these reasons I have explained to you in this video, the GR86 and the Subaru BRZ is all the car that you need. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video and you agree with some of the things I said. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe out there, keep enjoying the drive. And I'll see you in the next one.